What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review, and today we're taking a look at the Newage Flipper. This is number 1 in their Legendary Heroes line. We looked at Jazz/Monero last week. Obviously, this is their take on a Bumblebee, and if he is just not the cutest little Bumblebee, I'm sure someone would have said he's so flippin' cute, and that's how he got the name Flipper. I mean, that's all I can think about, really. The car is just a gorgeous little G1 representation. You may not be a big fan of the black that shows through here, but given that it kind of turns into his arms and stuff, I feel like it's a concession that's okay to make. It's really not that distracting in the grand scheme of things. Bottom cleans up nice, and his little gun does peg right underneath the car. And I do want to stress, it's a very little gun. I believe my friend Robert D lost his like the day after he got it. It has tried to get lost on me numerous times, so be very careful with it. Because it is very easy to lose. The only possible gripe I could give this guy in his vehicle mode is that the wheels don't turn. They're just stationary. I think for a Legends figure, it's okay. I would have liked to have seen the wheels work, but I don't feel like he's a lesser figure for it, and I think he looks good on the shelf in vehicle mode without wheels working, you know? Quick comparison here. Here he is next to Jazz. I do think that that scale looks really nice compared to one another, especially when you're considering Minibot to regular Carbot. And another quick one, there's the Matchbox scale Grand National and our GoBot Rescue. Transforming Bumblebee here is a very easy thing to do. We're going to start by just kind of disconnecting that, and that is obviously the legs. We can rotate these on in, rotate these, and separate them. We'll take these pieces here, rotate them out, which allows this whole assembly, with a little bit of careful moving around, to swing all the way out. Once we got that, take the arms, kind of unpeg them a little. They're not really pegged in, but they do kind of hold in with some kind of force. Open up the back here, and you can flip this around, but before you do, flip these two pieces up. This is a very new age trick, apparently. They really like to do that. Rotate this down and plug it in place. From here, I like to use the little tool here. You don't really need to, but to fold these little window pieces away, you gotta get in there, and frankly, my fingers are just way too big to do that. I think I did that at the wrong time, actually. Do it before you collapse this all down, because the wheels will get in the way if you try to do it later. From there, just take the backpack, fold it on in, and fold it closed, and Bumblebee is set. So we've got Bumblebee in his robot mode, looking pretty fantastic. Just a teeny tiny figure. You can give teeny tiny Bumblebee his teeny tiny gun and put it in his hand. And one thing that I don't like is that the friction on the gun and the hand is not well done. So if you just pick Bumblebee up, that gun falls right out, really. So be super careful with this. That's why my friends have lost it in time. Bumblebee's ball jointed, so you get plenty of range of motion out of him. Anything you would really want. Gets plenty of like attitude. The paint on his face looks good. That metallic shines through. The face sculpt looks better than a lot of face sculpts out there. It's just really well done. For a size comparison, let's bring it back here. Here is their Jazz, so you can see it's a nice scale. And there is that Rescue again. So as you might have been able to tell, I was filming 2 reviews at one time, and the quality has shifted as we go back to robot mode, because once again, the camcorder is dead. You know, maybe the phone's the way to really start reviewing these anyway. So anyway, let's get Bumblebee back to his vehicle mode. We're going to open this up, flip this out. And I like to keep these things up there. You don't really need to right now. And pull these out of the way. With this out of the way, get some kind of tool. I'm just using this little pick here. And I'm careful not to get the paint. So we can flip those pieces up. And then from the other side, just pull them through. Definitely not the easiest thing if you have big hands. Take that, put it back, close that up, bring the windows, close them up, bring the arms around, and you'll see exactly how they're supposed to fit in like that, and like that. So he's kind of doing a little Superman pose, I guess, in a way. Bring the legs, we'll work on them next. We'll open up these pieces here. You don't have to quite do it in this order, but this is just how I like to do it. Peg these together. That'll let this piece kind of fall down in place. Bring this all around, which is a little bit troublesome at first because you do have to make sure that the crotch is in the right position or it doesn't really like to work. Go ahead and get the fist into the front of the car here. Kind of close up anything that's been messed up in the process. This should close up. If it doesn't close up, what you need to do is kind of give this crotch an extra little push there. And flip out the wheels. Last piece, gun can go right in there. So again, this was the first release from Newage. I think they just knocked it out of the park to start with. He's a really fun figure. Jazz is a really fun figure, and I can't wait to see what they do. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.